Justin Pamram here, Island Ford Superstore, bringing you something really cool. One of my favorite vehicles that we've got on our lot, the Ford Expedition. This one is a black stealth package. Now, this is a max, that's the long wheelbase, as much cargo as you could possibly fit, whether it's human beings or whether it's just your groceries you gotta get. So, a couple really neat things. And what I wanted to show you about this vehicle are all the neat things that come with it, but specific also to the Stealth Edition. So the Stealth Edition has some unique features, such as your headlights are blacked out versus the non basically Stealth Editions, which is right next door. We have this is a limited one, so you can see the silver trim that is in here versus this one. It's got the blacked out trim in here. Obviously your grills are different. This one's got a chrome grill. This one's got a blacked out grill. What's pretty evident are the wheels on the vehicles. So we got blacked out wheels on this one. On our regular one, we've got polished aluminum. But let's focus more our attention on the Stealth package here. So a couple cool things about this vehicle. First, starting with the key. So obviously you got some, all the little neat features that you could do with the vehicle. Obviously unlock the vehicle, you could lock the vehicle, you could start the vehicle, right? It's pretty neat. And there's some feedback on here too. The little light goes green when it starts, it goes red. If it doesn't start, I could actually turn off the vehicle with this button as well. We could pop the hatch, hit that button twice, and the rear hatch basically opens up, which is neat. And you can close it as well with this button. Or if for some reason you lost your car, the big black one, you can't find it in the parking lot, you can go ahead and basically, whoops, hit it once, and then you'll locate it. We use that sometimes here at the dealership to try to find a vehicle. Sorry to our neighbors that sometimes we wake them up if they're night shift people. But anyways, so a couple neat things. That's how that's the key itself. The other neat part is the key can also be on your phone. So Ford has a Ford Pass app. Basically, you can start the vehicle. You could set scheduled starts for it. Every morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, the vehicle would start up, so you walk in nice and cool, or in the cold weather, nice and warm. Your heated seats can go on, your heated steering wheel. You can lock the vehicle. It can show you how much gas you got left. It notifies you of any recalls, notifies you of some services that you might be due for. All that neat stuff right on the Ford Pass app, so check that out. We'll do a video on that shortly. Starting off with this vehicle here, so unlocking the vehicle, you can see the mirrors are now scheduled to open and close. So if I lock the vehicles, lock it, you'll notice the power folding mirrors fold in, so it gives you more room in the parking stall, and also tells you that the vehicle's locked. That's something that you could turn on and off basically inside the vehicle. So this is all, obviously, you don't even need the key. You could just have to have it on your person and unlock the door as soon as you touch it. And it reveals the power running boards. So this thing's got power running boards. Another thing that you could have set to automatic. When you open the door, it deploys. When you close the door, it basically goes back in. Or if you wanted to, you can keep it out all the time, or you can deactivate it. A whole bunch of different things that you could do with your Ford Expedition. Something unique to the Stealth Edition. You'll see here it's got this really cool red stitching inside the vehicle, and that continues all throughout the seat. That continues on the steering wheel. You'll see on the inside of the steering wheel. It even continues on the dash. We equip all our Expeditions with rubber floor mats, making sure that you keep your vehicle nice and clean. So this one's got a rubber floor mats front and rear. Inside the vehicle, it's got a rotary dial for your 10-speed automatic transmission. There's a couple really neat features with this rotary dial too that I'd like to show you. So we're inside of the 2019 Expedition, and I want to show you one cool thing. It's got an easy exit seating system, which some of our vehicles are equipped with that, some of them are not. But as soon as you start the vehicle, you'll see that the whole seat moves forward, puts you in the last position that you were in. But what I wanted to bring your attention to was this rotary dial, basically for shifting the vehicle into drive, reverse, or neutral. So vehicle right now is in park. You can maybe see it with the light. It's maybe a little harder to see with the glare. So if I put it in drive right now, obviously I'm in drive, but I'm going to show you something pretty cool. So if I open the door, this is going to roll back automatically to park. So basically, now it's back in park. So it's a safety feature that if you were to exit the vehicle and you forgot that it was in drive, the vehicle automatically puts it back into park, which is actually a pretty nice feature. The other thing that's really neat about this setup for parking your vehicle, I don't know if you guys ever use a parking brake. These have a electronic emergency brake or parking brake, basically. You pull this, and then it notifies you that the park brake is on. But here's the really cool thing. Because it's electronic, you actually can just get in the vehicle and put it in drive, and as soon as you do that, it automatically releases the parking brake. So you don't have to go out and release it. You can if you wanted to, you just have to push this button and then it releases it, or you put it in drive, hit the gas, and it automatically releases the parking brake. Sometimes also, depending on if you're parked on a slant, it actually might activate it automatically just for yourself, so you don't even have to do it. It's not all the time. It depends on the certain angle that you parked your vehicle on, but that's a pretty cool feature that our Expeditions have. So one of the cool things about these Expeditions, obviously all the creature comforts that make you comfortable while you're driving. One of the cool things is this air-conditioned seats. So we've got 3 different levels of fan speed for your seating, and that blows through cold air through the pores of basically seats. So my bum stays cool during the summertime, so does my back, and that makes it nice and comfortable. We've got really neat features like Pro Trailer Backup exists, so that basically helps you when you're trailering your vehicle, and you can control the entire steering wheel basically with this knob. The other neat part that I use quite a bit, if I'm parking somewhere really close, as I pull up to the place I'm going, I hit the camera button. And the camera button basically switches this to show you what's in front of you, and also show you what's around you, kind of a bird's eye view. That is a really neat feature. The other cool thing about this is this button right here, lane keeping. So basically it keeps the vehicle within the lane. It detects, a radar detects basically the lines on the vehicle and keeps you centered in the lane. So some of the neat technology parts that are equipped in this fully loaded Expedition. We have our drives, different drive modes that we've got, from 2-wheel high to 4-wheel automatic to 4 low. And also, if you're wondering what this button is, that's for the rear locking differential. Oh, I detected a car behind us. So from the Bliss system. So it also changes the different drive modes that you could put it in. So it's a normal drive mode. You could put it in into grass, gravel, or snow. You could put it into sand mode. You could put it into mud or ruts. You could put it into tow haul if you're trailering something. Put it into sport mode, or you could even put it into eco mode, helping you save some fuel. Also has your parking assist button here, and your rear backup if you want it to turn off or not. So when you're backing up, that beep, 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 you can make that go away just by hitting that button, so it doesn't always have to alert you. I like it on, so it reminds me if I'm gonna hit something in the back. So maybe take it for granted, but we got a power source here. There is a 12 volt like household plug in the back, right? With a power inverter in here. It's got your USB ports, and it's also got a charging pad in here, so you could just put your phone in and automatically charges. That's pretty cool. Let's show you the rear. So this one's equipped with a bench seat in the back. You can get the captain's chair, which basically deletes this middle chair. But what's really nice to know about this is all 3 of them are equipped for child safety seats. So if you needed to buckle your kids in, it can be completely done that way. This one is also equipped with a inflatable rear safety belt. So it's got a really unique, basically safety belt mechanism, and that clips in. And you can tell here it's a little bit kind of fatter, wider. And what would happen is if you were in an accident, this safety belt actually turns into a little bit of an airbag, cushioning basically your rear passengers from an accident. So a really neat feature here. On the back for the kids or the ones that ride in the back, there's some USB plugs so they could hook up their devices there. And like I was saying, there's even your plug for any device that you'd want to do. They could also control the rear climate control. And the climate controls are either from the floor or they're right up here in the ceiling, as you can see. They could kind of angle that. And check out the moonroof. So this really is prominent from the rear seat. You get a lot of basically sunlight that comes in. You don't feel claustrophobic. It's really nice, airy. You can open it up. It opens up halfway. Basically, the front glass slides all the way through. And it's also got a shade. If you don't like it, this shade can slide all the way to the front or can slide kind of wherever you want to start and stop it. So for the rear seat, there's a button you push on the side door, activate that, and now this whole seat basically pushes and slides forward, and you can jump in the back of it. Fairly simple. You could do that, or it can also, the seat can lie flat down. So you could lie the seat down, which the rears are done right now, and you can see that it gives you a nice flat floor. If you put these ones down, the second row, gives you a nice flat floor. You could load up quite a bit of stuff. So let's come to the rear and I'll show you a couple neat things. This has been in our Escapes for a long time. You might have seen the commercials about it years and years ago. But as long as you have the key on you, you basically just come up and kick underneath the vehicle and the hatch unlocks or opens up automatically. Now, what you'll see here sometimes, so now what you'll see is all the seats. You can see how much space there is in this vehicle. But I'm going to show you the power rear seats that are now folded. And if you wanted to basically bring that up, there's your third row left and right, and then there's your second row left and right and middle. So let's say I hit this, that seat automatically goes down. I hit the 2M, which is the middle. That seat goes down. It's pretty cool, right? So now if I wanted to bring up, you have to manually bring up the second row if you wanted to do that. But to bring these back up on the third row, I just have to hit that, and now the third row comes back up automatically. Now the third row seat's also adjustable from the rear, that you could adjust the angle of the seat so the passengers can be a little bit more comfortable. It's not just a standard angle, so you could recline a little bit more than need be. Also another nice feature about this, I'm quite tall, so reaching stuff is usually one of my expertise. But if you're a little bit shorter and let's say you can't reach this, or more importantly, you're maybe parking in a garage that has a lower clearance, if the hatch were to extend all the way up, you can damage that hatch. You actually can set the height that the vehicle, the hatch is going to open up to, and it's done pretty easily. So let's just say if I brought this down, and then you'll come over here and see how it says set. All you need to do is push the hatch button and hold that, and then it just gives you a small chime. So I just set the height of the rear hatch, so that way it clears the garage, or let's just say that's all you really wanted. And now to bring it back down, I could hit the button to bring the hatch back down. I could swipe my foot, or I could even do it on the key. So a couple different options here. So let's just say I swipe my foot, and now the hatch will go down automatically. And let's just say I use the key to unlock it, and you'll notice the hatch will stop at the last location that it was set. So you want to change that location, just change it to whatever location you want. Let's just say I'll put it to the max, push the button again, chime goes on, and now it's basically reset to that location. The next time it opens up, it'll be all the way to the max. Pretty cool. While we're back here, we'll just check out some of the other things about the Stealth Edition. So what you'll notice is the badging is all black. So we got a black Escape badging. No, not an Escape. We've got the badging on the Expedition. It's all in black with the letters in black as well as the Limited in black. And the contrast to that is how it looks on the regular Limited, where it's basically chromed. So that's life inside the Expedition Max. As a family of 6, we definitely love it. We appreciate it. It does everything for a family that we require on road trips or just around town, picking up groceries or whatever. It's our go-to vehicle. So some really neat features, starting from basically the Blackout Edition, giving you that really, really cool appearance package, right down to the key, or starting the car with your phone, which is pretty cool, unique to Ford and the Ford Pass app. Right into the inside, where the rotary dial, by basically opening the door while you're in drive, boom, automatically puts you in park. It's a safety feature that's available. To the rear seats and all the configurations that you can do to maximize the space or however you're utilizing for that specific trip. Right down to the rear hatch and setting up the height so that way it's not hitting the garage or the top of the garage and damaging your brand new Expedition. So all the neat features meant for life right here on the island, Justin Pamela, Island Ford Superstore. If you like this, if you want some more content, if you would like us to shoot something specific that you're looking for, leave us a comment, subscribe to our channel, or like our Facebook page or Instagram, whatever it is, and we'll hopefully be able to produce something for you. Anyways, have a great day, enjoy, and be safe out there.